In a world where families are meant to be a source of love and support, a horrifying incident unfolded that shattered this ideal. The story of 19-year-old Daremeshia Trice serves as a grim reminder of the insidious nature of femicide, even within the confines of family relationships. Daremeshia's life was tragically cut short when she intervened to protect her mother, Debra Trice, from her own brother's violent outburst. As we delve into the events that led to this unimaginable act of violence, we are confronted with the harsh reality of femicide and the profound impact it has on families and communities. Welcome to American Crime, Femicide. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for future videos. Debra Trice was a single mother raising two children, 24-year-old Darryle Smith and 19-year-old Daremeshia Smith. The family lived in West Helena, Arkansas. Despite the challenges of being a lone provider for her two kids, Debra managed to navigate this role to the best of her abilities. She not only ensured their financial needs were met but also consistently expressed her affection for both of them. Even though Darryle had reached adulthood, he continued to reside in Debra's household. While occasional disagreements between mother and son were not uncommon, these disputes never escalated into acts of violence. The youngest member of this tightly knit family, Daremeshia, was a captivating young woman who had recently graduated from high school in 2022. Her Facebook profile featured humorous videos that vividly showcased her personality. Cherished and admired by everyone who crossed her path, Daremeshia left a lasting positive impression. Tragically, the events that transpired within the Trice household on July 7, 2023, forever altered the fabric of this family's existence. The Trice family seemed like any other, living in a peaceful neighborhood and going about their daily lives. Debra Trice, the mother, tried her best to maintain harmony within her household, but beneath the surface, tensions had been brewing for quite some time. Trouble began to escalate when Darryle repeatedly clashed with his mother, Debra. Arguments flared over issues both minor and major, revealing a deeper divide within the family. What might have been dismissed as typical family disagreements soon transformed into something far more sinister. On July 7, 2023, a routine argument between Darryle and Debra took a horrifying twist. James, fueled by anger and frustration, reached for a knife. Daremeshia, ever the protector, rushed to shield her mother from the impending danger. In a selfless act of heroism, Daremeshia stepped between them, pleading for calm and attempting to defuse the situation. Her selflessness and bravery were her downfall. The moment she stood between her mother and her brother, she became a tragic hero. The unthinkable happened. Darryle, consumed by rage, stabbed Daremeshia in the heart, an act that forever changed their family's destiny. The very sister who had tried to protect her mother became a victim of the violence she sought to prevent.
The family is dealing with heartbreak after a mother is seriously injured, her daughter stabbed to death, police say, at the hands of a relative. We do want to warn you tonight, some of the details in this case are disturbing. WREG's Jordan James is live tonight with the family's message, and Jordan, this really is just so heartbreaking.
Yes, Shade, absolutely is. As that mother fights for her life behind me, loved ones are left to process this unexpected tragedy.
July 7th, 2023 is a day that a family will never forget.
I don't even know where to start.
It was a Friday morning in Helena, West Helena, Arkansas, when tragedy struck the Trice family.
People don't get the medication and the help that they need and be in denial. This is what happens.
Police say an argument between Debra Trice and her son resulted in the 24-year-old reportedly stabbing her along with his own sister. Debra's brother, Gary, spoke with us by phone about the attack.
She tried to get him off of the daughter, and then he turned around and started stabbing the mom again. And she tried to run, and she slipped and fell in her own blood. And he started stabbing her in the back.
This comes weeks after she had stomach surgery. By the time it was over, Debra's daughter, Lameshia, was dead at just 22 years old, and her son was placed under arrest, while Debra was rushed to a Memphis hospital in critical condition.
He woke up and for a minute and asked to see her daughter, and they told her that her daughter was gone and she still wanted to see her.
Police officials have not formally identified the suspect, but WREG has learned that he's charged with first-degree murder and first-degree battery. Gary says his nephew has battled mental health.
No, I didn't think that he would, because I'm like the brother that moved away, and I was always a strong advocate. When I come around, everybody tried to be different and like wasn't anything going on. But, you know, you never know.
As the days on the calendar go by, this pain will be felt for years to come.
And I can tell you that Debra is expected to continue her treatment in Little Rock. A GoFundMe has been set up to assist with medical and funeral expenses. If you'd like to help out, you can find those details over on our website.
As the light of Daremeshia's life was tragically extinguished, the foundations of the Trice family crumbled into pieces. Law enforcement swiftly responded to the scene and took Darryle into custody. He now faces charges of first-degree murder and first-degree battery. An imposing bond of $1,100,000 has been set. If proven guilty for the murder of his sister, Darryle could be sentenced to a lifetime of imprisonment or even face the death penalty. Prior to this tragedy, Debra had been in the process of recovering from stomach surgery. The wounds inflicted upon her during the stabbing left her in a state of critical condition. It remains uncertain whether she was able to attend her own daughter's funeral, a devastating possibility to consider. Daremeshia's life was celebrated in a funeral held 2 weeks after her untimely death, which occurred on July 22. This somber occasion marked the final goodbye to a beloved young woman whose light was extinguished far too soon. The tragic tale of Daremeshia Smith is a stark reminder that femicide knows no boundaries. Even within the confines of family, violence can erupt, leaving lives irreparably shattered. Addressing the complex factors that contribute to femicide, such as unaddressed conflicts, mental health issues, and strained relationships, is imperative to preventing such tragedies from occurring. As we reflect on this heartbreaking tragedy, let us be inspired to take action. Let her story serve as a catalyst for open discussions about the dynamics of relationships, the importance of mental health support, and the urgent need to address anger and conflict in healthy ways. Daremeshia's memory should not only be a reminder of the devastating consequences of femicide but also a rallying cry for change in families, communities, and society as a whole. Only by breaking the cycle can we hope to prevent further tragedies like this from occurring. Rest in peace, Daremeshia Smith.